What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Mrtaelove, and thank you for tuning in again. And I got another question in my DMs again. And this question was, how often? I know, y'all probably tired of these how often, and you feel like I'm always telling you how often you should do something. But I'm sorry, these are good tips, and I think they're pretty good questions. And I think a lot of people want to know. So I'm going to tell you as often as I can. The question was, how often do you wash your locks? You know I got the answer. Let's get into it. All right, so this is a question that to me, it's kind of one of those things where it's really up to you and really up to how your hair works and your preference. It's not, I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. I think it just depends on you and your body. Me personally, I wash my hair once a month. And once a month is good enough for me. There was at one point where I did wash my hair, like I was watching it once a week, and then I moved to, every 2 weeks. But that was during a time that I had bad dandruff, I had irritated scalp. It was just, I was going through a phase where I needed to wash my hair because I couldn't find anything to help out my locks. So once a week was, to me, that's it seems way too much, because that's just like, I don't think we should be washing our hair that much. It can really dry out your hair if you just wash way too much. And plus the products too, you're using products over and over again. If you don't wash good, you get buildup, man. It's so much into that if you wash that often. I do suggest wash at least once a month. That's not saying retwist. I mean, I normally would retwist right after I wash once a month, but if you don't retwist that often, I would suggest you just doing a wash and then just letting your hair breathe for a while before you do your retwist, and then wash again that next following month, because more than likely you're probably gonna go 2 to 3 months without a retwist. I know some of y'all go 6-7 months, but that ain't in this world for me. I ain't doing that. Yeah, if you just take some time, like at least once a month to wash your hair, that's pretty good. You don't have to go every week or every 2 weeks. I know a lot of people who are starting their locks, you're gonna wash your hair a little bit more often because you're getting your hair retwisted during that time frame. But your locks, they're real small, so getting those clean and making sure your head is clean while you're in that beginning stage is very important. But I wanted to show y'all the shampoos that I use, because I've seen a lot of videos where people are dealing with the same thing that I was dealing with dry scalp, itchy scalp, flaking, and just basically getting those craters of dandruff in your hair. And I dealt with that, and it seems nasty and disgusting to go through that. And it's one of those times in your journey where you can feel I felt disgusting when I was in that phase. And it's also embarrassing because you got all these flakes in your head, and then especially if you got a black shirt on, you scratch your head, and next thing your black shirt is filled with all this crust, and it just looks nasty and just makes you look unclean. And it's an embarrassing thing if you're around other people. So I want to be able to help y'all and show y'all what I use, that helped me. I'm not an expert. I'm no expert at dreadlocks. I'm not the dreadlock guru. I'm not. I'm just a dude who tried a whole bunch of different stuff, and I found something that worked for me, and I want to share with y'all what worked for me. But you got to find out what works for you. There's tons of videos on here and how-tos, and people are telling you what to do, and they're telling you that you're supposed to do it this way. There ain't no certain way you're supposed to do anything. You do whatever works for you, because I tried everything that everybody else said, and a lot of that stuff was damaging my locks or irritating my head. So do what's best for you. You can try out those things, because that's what these videos are for. They're only to give you an idea or a tip that you can try out, that may help you. It may not help you, but if it does help you, then stick with it. But just try these things, and if they don't work out for you, they don't work out for you. But yeah, let me show you these shampoos and conditioners that I use. This shampoo is called At One with Nature. Yeah, that right there. Yeah, I love this stuff right here, man. I love it. My kinfolk actually put me onto this, and she was going through the same thing with dandruff and dealing with dry, itchy scalps and stuff. And she suggested this to me because I was spending a lot of money paying for tea gel. And T-gel is, man, that stuff is good too. That's some good stuff, but it's pricey. You end up spending, you know, $11 for like half this bottle, you know, and this bottle right here is only $5.99, you know, so that's a big difference on paying money on a little bottle that, you know, it's not going to last you as long as something like this. And this does the same thing. You know, this stuff really works. It is a little thicker, so you want to make sure that you are cleaning this all the way out your head. So if you're washing your hair yourself, I would suggest like standing under that water and trying to make sure it's getting out. Look down to make sure it's all flowing out, squeezing your locks and making sure it comes out, because this stuff is, you know, kind of thick. So that can cause buildup if you do not clean it out. Which brings to my other point is, I've learned throughout this process, I've tried many products and I've tried many things, and I heard so many, you know, terrifying stories of buildup and damaging locks. In my opinion, mine, not anybody else's, so y'all, like I said, I'm no guru. I'm just gonna tell you what I believe and what I've seen and what I've learned from my locks. There's no good or bad products when it comes to handling your locks. The thing is, when it comes to these products, you have to make sure that you're washing it all out of your hair whenever you put it in. It has to be cleaned out. So if you don't clean out, that's the whole point of build up. It's building with the products that you had in there, and it's building over and over because you're not cleaning it all the way out. So just make sure that you're cleaning and squeezing and make sure you got it all the way cleaned out and you're good. So don't get freaked out by, and y'all like, is this bad to use? No, if it's good, if it works for you, it works for you. Just make sure you're cleaning it all the way out. That's it. And then after that, just make sure you moisturize your locks, because if you don't, your locks are gonna be dry and your scalp is gonna be dry, and that's how you get your breakage. So, and there are some shampoos that do cause your hair to get pretty dry. So if it gets pretty dry, that just means you have to put something in there to moisturize it so it's not dry anymore. So it doesn't matter what you use, as long as you take the necessary steps to get it back to how it's supposed to be. Rather if it's washing it all the way out, or rather it's you're putting more moisture into your hair because it's dry. Simple as that. But anyways, back to it. I'm sorry to get off the tangent, but I had to put that side note in there. But yeah, I use this shampoo. I love it. It works good with your hair. It helped me with my itchy scalp. I use this once a month and I have a great month. I'm not really scratching my head like crazy unless I'm like in the heat, you know, and that's just because I'm hot. I also have the conditioner as well. I use that, and this works as well. So they all come in the two. This one was I think it was like $2.99 or $3.99. It's scratched off, so I can't tell you the truth. But I will put a link in the description so y'all can purchase these if y'all want. I'm gonna try to find it on Amazon and add it to my Amazon store. But if you can't find, I can't find it on there, I'll just find a link of it somewhere. That way y'all can get to it, y'all can purchase it, and y'all can try this out. That's what I said. Try this out, because it may not work for you. You know, it worked for me. It may not work for you, but you can try it out and it may work for you and you may enjoy it. And if y'all are using these and y'all enjoy it, man, comment in the comment section, let people know that this stuff is pretty good. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I will be making some more videos. You know, I probably this week I will be doing one more how often video, and that will be it for this month. The whole theme of this month was how often. How often do we do stuff? And a lot of people have been wanting to know, how often do I do this? How often do I retwist? How often do I do that? And I get those questions all the time, and I wanted to make sure that I basically, you know, provided a good answer for y'all and tell y'all my opinion, my ways of what I do. You know, and I'll try to make sure that I stress that, because a lot of people be in the comments and it's like, you're not supposed to do this, and this. That's cool. That's what y'all do. But I do what I do, what it helps me, you know, and that's what y'all should be doing too. Do what helps you. Don't worry about what anybody has to say, because this is your journey. It's not theirs. If you mess up and your hair fall out, just start all over again. It is as simple as that, man. It's just some hair. It's gonna grow right back. But yeah, like, subscribe, and make sure you turn your notifications on so when I drop a video, you know when I'm dropping something, man. You don't just have to be like, oh, we dropped another video and you didn't know, and you waiting and it's been like 2 weeks and you ain't seen the thing, you know what I'm saying? So turn your notifications on so you know that I just dropped a video. But yeah, y'all know what it is. Stay blessed, stay locked. It's your boy Mrtaelove.
Hey yo, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you can stay updated with my latest videos. And make sure you turn your notifications on so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Y'all know what it is. Stay blessed, stay locked. It's your boy, Mrtaelove.